Have you ever noticed how Chris got a hair transplant a year ago, but now his hair grafts are all falling out and his hairline's looking extremely uneven? That's one of the biggest downsides when it comes to hair transplants, and even though he got it in Turkey by one of their top surgeons, it doesn't mean that his hair transplant was going to be successful, and this is proof of it. That's actually the main reason why I reject about 80% of my clients that come to me that want to get a hair transplant is because it's too early, and Chris was only at a Norwood of 3, which meant that he could have done so much more. Because if your hair is only thinning and you're not completely bald, that means that there's still some surrounding follicles which can be regrown. Each and every follicle has something called a papilla. Now we want to make sure that papilla is strong and dense and it's not getting brittle, because when it starts to weaken, it starts making these very weak hair structures, causing them to fall out very easy. That's the reason why I started suggesting to a lot of my patients who are only dealing with thinning hair is to try something like the Spectral DNC with 5% minoxidil. The goal we want with this is to get our papillas to be working extra harder with our follicles and the surrounding areas that are showing signs of thinning that we can spray this on to make it a lot more thicker. About a few weeks ago, I had this client come in who was very self-conscious of losing all of his hair, and he was only 19 years old and he had really bad thinning in the crowning area and a very visible receding hairline, and he was highly considering of getting a hair transplant. But I sat down with him and explained the risk and told him not to take it and try using the Spectral DNC for at least a month consistently before coming back to me. He came back a few days ago for a follow-up, and the amount of progress that I seen on his hairline and his crowning area, like especially in the areas where he was showing signs of thinning, got me to a point where I didn't even think he needed this at all. I was surprised because when he first came in the waiting room, I honestly thought he got some work done because of his hair. Now results may vary from person to person, but you really have to be very consistent with this to actually see some progress. If you're balding or you're noticing signs of a receding hairline, I'm telling you, try out the spray. I'll leave you a link so you can get one too.